Hey everybody, Extrasify here. Welcome back to another gold making video and another one of our top 5 gold farms by expansion. We are currently up to Cataclysm expansion. But before we get into that top 5 list, I wanted to quickly say the day that I'll be uploading this, Wednesday, July 31st, is actually my birthday. I'm turning 25, so I feel old. I'd greatly appreciate a happy birthday in the comments, or subscribe if you want to wish me a happy birthday that way. That also helps. So with that out of the way, let's go ahead and jump into the top 5 list for the best 5 Cataclysm gold farms in my opinion. Starting off with the good old Firelands gold farm. Now this gold farm is pretty simple and straightforward. Basically, you just want to make sure you have a potion of treasure finding on, go into the Firelands raid, which is in Mount Hyjal, preferably on 25 man, as more trash mobs will spawn on 25 man versus like 10 man. And basically you clear out this just big center area here. I'll put a map on the screen for you guys. Now basically what we're after are those tiny treasure chests that you get from the potion of treasure finding, as you can get a ton of the great volatiles, elementium ore, pyrite ore, and some good transmogs as well from that. Now on top of this, you'll be getting a ton of nice raw gold as well, as there's just so many mobs and they drop so many different trash items. Also look out for some decent transmogs from here. Cataclysm is notorious for not having good transmogs, so you're not going to be getting super expensive items, but there are some decent items, you know, worth maybe 500, 1,000 gold. Nothing crazy though. Keep an eye out for particularly weapons from the transmog. But yeah, mostly here for materials. And in 10 runs, you can get around 15 to 20,000 gold in raw material value and a few transmogs along with that. Now I also did a 50 runs video of this raid farming the trash mobs, so I'll link that in the description if you want more details about this farm. Alright, coming up next at number 4, we have the Foxkit Battle Pet Farm. Now this is obviously a heavy RNG farm, but if you also come here on a dual gatherer, you can get some nice cinder blooms, elementium ores, and Azhar's Veil and Stormvines. So that gives you some income if you don't get the Foxkit after farming for a little while. But basically we are farming in Tol Barad here on the map. Now basically just take the portal from your capital city. Now these fox kits are pretty spread out around this small zone, but it's not too big of a deal. You can also have a target macro, you know, /TAR, fox, things like that. Run around, it'll help you easily find them. Now basically we're just farming for a battle pet drop that drops off of these foxes. Has a very low percent chance to drop, but if you do get it, the battle pet is worth over 50,000 gold on my realm, and it has a region value right around there as well. While the sale rate isn't super high, it is a very nice item to always have on your auction house for that one day when someone goes ahead and buys it. It's going to be a nice chunk of change that you will be earning. Now if you farm here for about an hour, you have a pretty solid shot at getting one. And I know that pretty much nobody farms this, so there shouldn't be too much competition on your realm on average. But yeah, I thought this was more of a novelty farm and a decent farm at that. So if you go ahead and give it a try, let me know if you get a fox kit down below in the comments. But yeah, that's the number 4 spot, the good old fox kit. And at number 3, we have the Loaded Gnomish Dice Pickpocketing Farm for the Rogues Only Farm. Now we are in Oldham at the top left on the map. Again, I'll put a picture on the screen for you guys of the location. Basically, this is a rogue only farm because we are pickpocketing these groups of mobs around here. You can just start at the bottom of the stairs like I am and go ahead and go to each of the packs. Now, as you can see, I'm sapping the first guy, the elite guy. And that way they all stop and are completely still, so I can easily go around and pickpocket the group. Now you can finish off the group, or you can just let them live and have their pickpocket respawn. Now I'm, for the purpose of the video, just letting them live. But if you are going to farm here consistently for like maybe an hour or something, I know that waiting for the respawns, which take roughly about 4 to 5 minutes for each pack to respawn, is slightly quicker than letting the pickpocket reset and then have the loot pool open again. So if you're going to farm here constantly, it might be a little better to just kill the mobs off. But yeah, it takes a few minutes to go through all the packs here. and then you just kind of rinse and repeat until you get the loaded gnomish dice. Now this is a toy that is worth over 30,000 gold at the moment on my realm. I've seen it a bit higher even, so 30,000 gold feels a little bit low to me, to be honest. And these have a relatively quick sale rate compared to the other two dice that are in the game. This is the one that most people know about, and this is the one that most people farm when they're going to farm a dice. So while there will be probably more competition than the other dice, it seems to have a better sale rate as well, so it does kind of balance out. But yeah, probably my favorite of the three dices to farm. And with that being said, let's move on to number 2. Real quickly, I just want to talk about my new affiliate with goldcap.com. Now this is a community-driven website with a bunch of YouTube content creators that came together to make this awesome site that has basically a plethora of gold guides. And as you can see, there are an absolute ton of these. Now if you go ahead and scroll all the way to the bottom, you can notice we also have a Discord here. You can go ahead and join the Discord and join that community as well. Clicking the sign up now will give you full access to the entire website. It's only $9.99 a month or $99.99 a year, and I can promise you guys will not regret this absolutely amazing website for all things gold making. Coming in next at number 2, if you've seen the channel for any length of time, you know that I talk about this farm a lot, but we are talking about the dual gathering spot in Vashj'ir. Now this farm is one of my tried and true gathering farms out of like all expansions at the moment, as there's just such a high density of nodes all around this general area. And the respawn rates are absolutely insane for the nodes themselves, so you'll pretty much always have something to gather. On top of the fact that if you do the Vashj'ir intro quest, just do like the first 2 or 3 quests of the intro to Vashj'ir and you get the buff called the sea legs. Now this basically greatly increases your speed underwater in Vashj'ir, and pairing that up with aquatic form with the druid, you'll literally be zooming throughout this zone. You go so fast, it's absolutely amazing, and it really increases the gathering speed, along with it's just super fun, to be honest. Now the main items you're looking for here is the Ajara's Veil, the Stormvine, the Volatile Life, and the Obsidian Ore. Now the Obsidian Ore always has a good price generally, along with the Ajara's Veil and all the other stuff. They have a very good value overall. And obviously they sell super quick with the region-wide auction house. So in general, this is one of my favorite farms, and even still, you can probably average almost 20,000 gold an hour, which is really good for an old world materials farm. But there's one more that I believe on average is just a little bit better, and that is the Crocodile skinning farm. Now I did make a video on this a little while back, and this is literally probably my favorite Cataclysm gold farm. And not just because it's so good, but it's just so simple and I really enjoy it. You can pretty much farm this while watching stuff on like another monitor or like barely paying attention, as all you have to do is step on these little egg piles that you see here. Stepping on these egg piles will spawn a bunch of these like baby crocolisks on your character. Just go ahead and use an AoE ability and then skin them all super quick. So the main things here, obviously make sure to have the potion of treasure finding on so that you get the tiny treasure chests. But on top of that, you're getting so many savage leather. And obviously you also have a tiny chance at the pristine hides, which go for over 1,000 gold each. So if you get any of those, it's very nice. But yeah, you get absolute tons of savage leather, which have a very good price. Make sure to check if it's worthwhile going on your leatherworking character and making the savage leather into heavy savage leather. Side note, it generally is more profitable to do that, so you could always sell them that way as well to make even more profit. But yeah, I mean, this farm is so simple, so easy, and so fun. And the fact that if there is competition, like as you can see, there's another person over there farming the same thing, you still aren't even affected because these eggs spawn so frequently. There really isn't much trouble even if you have competition. So that's always very nice, obviously. But yeah, I have a video on this spot as well. I'll link it in the description if you want to check that one out as well. But yeah, absolutely one of my favorites. You can easily make 20,000 gold an hour here, if not closer to 25,000 gold an hour even today. So this is definitely my #1 spot and just one of my favorite Cataclysm spots in general. So guys, there's my list. Let me know what you guys think about my list in the comment section down below. If you think I missed any good gold farms, be sure to let me know. I don't do that many Cataclysm farms, so I definitely would appreciate any tips. But yeah, again, this is just my opinion. I'm sure some of you guys will disagree with the rankings and things like that, and that's totally fine. So let me know what you think in the comments below. Again, if you want to wish me a happy birthday in the comments, that'd be very appreciated. I love you guys, and this channel means so much to me. You guys mean so much to me. So yeah, just happy to share that with you guys. Make sure to check out goldcap.com, amazing website. Have a ton of great useful guides like I was saying earlier. So make sure to check them out. I have the link in the description and the pinned comment. Thank you again for watching. Good luck with your auction house sales, and I'll see you guys in the next gold making video.